Hello everybody, and welcome to another Walking Dead video, and today we'll be talking about 10 facts that you probably did not know about The Walking Dead. I am not saying you don't know these, you might know all of these, but here are some fun facts that I thought were very cool. So the first one is that Daryl, the iconic character from The Walking Dead, the main character from the show, he actually wasn't originally in the script. What happened is basically Norman Reedus was auditioning for Merle and he didn't get the part. The part for Merle would go to Michael Rooker. However, the writers for season 1 were so impressed by Norman Reedus, they wrote him the character of Daryl Dixon just for Norman Reedus. Number 9, before The Walking Dead found its home at AMC, it was bounced a lot around the different companies and different providers for TV, and one of them was HBO, and their reason for saying no to The Walking Dead is they found it too gory. And this is very weird coming from the provider of House of the Dragons and Game of Thrones and even Watchmen. These are all very gory shows, but apparently HBO for The Walking Dead was too much. At number 8, we have that Daryl Dixon's crossbow is not any special crossbow. If you ever want to have Daryl Dixon's crossbow, you don't have to go anywhere special. You literally have to go down to your local Walmart and it is sold there. And that's where they got it. It's just a simple, normal crossbow. At number 7, the original idea for the survivors' main location in season 3 was not the prison. It was actually a school. Only later on, they decided that season 3 should take place in the prison. Moving on to number 6 and sticking in season 3, Carol was actually meant to die in season 3. Her death was one of those infamous switch out deaths that they do quite a lot on The Walking Dead. Originally, they were planning to off Carol in season 3 when TDog dies in the show. However, they switched it because the actor for TDog was always late to shoots and he was not being kind of a team player, and they had enough of the actor, so they switched out their deaths, and this led to Carol becoming the badass that she is now. While sticking with the deaths, whenever a main character died on The Walking Dead, the cast would get together and go out and have this big meal originally. However, this became an issue because whenever the cast did this, fans of The Walking Dead could see them and would get to know when a character was dying, and it would give off the surprise factor of The Walking Dead. This led to these meals having become private and they no longer happen like they used to. My fourth fact is that the walkers actually never make noise on the set. During the filming of The Walking Dead, the actors who play in the walkers are instructed to never make a noise because all the noises that the walkers make are all added in post-production. So the filming is actually quite silent whenever they have walkers around. While we're talking about walkers, during filming of The Walking Dead, there are 4 different types of walkers for actors to be, and it depends on how close they are to the camera. They have Alpha, Beta, Charlie, and Delta walkers. Charlie and Delta walkers are just people wearing walker masks and maybe some rugged clothes. They don't have extensive prosthetics, and this is because they'll be far away. However, Alpha and Beta walkers have more extensive prosthetics because they are closer. So these are the walkers we see up close to the camera, and they're the walkers that spend hours in the makeup chair and doing all these things. They're not just putting on a new mask. Now, my second fact is about the timeline of The Walking Dead. A lot of people know that The Walking Dead takes place over 13 years. However, the first 8 seasons of The Walking Dead take place within the first 2 to 1.5 years of that timeline, and we actually spend very little time with our characters because a lot of this timeline is just time jumps that we don't see. Now, number 1 is that each season of The Walking Dead, the logo itself in the intro degrades more and more to show the time has passed between the start and current season. And this has kind of stopped from season 9 with its little reboot, but season 1 to 8, if you go back and you look at each intro, the intro looks more and more decayed to you could barely actually see The Walking Dead, where in season 1 it was very clear. And those are my 10 little facts that you might not know about The Walking Dead. And if you did know them all, please tell me down below you know them all and give me some facts that you think were obscure. Some of these facts I do think are quite obvious, however I really like some of these facts, especially the logo one. But this is it for me today, so goodbye, peace out, and if you want more Walking Dead content, please look on the screen. I recommend you do click on it because you'll find something else you like, and make sure to subscribe to the channel because it helps me out, and you'll keep up to date with all things Walking Dead, 2 videos every week. But this is it for me today, so goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you at a later date.